What is up, you guys? This is your boy Andy Matrix. I talk about anime, manga, video games, geek culture, and Japanese culture. So, Disney is going to make a change. Disney's going to make a change. And I kind of believe of it. I believe part of it. I believe part of what Bob Chapek said here. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit the notification bell. Like the video. I'm on a journey to get 1,000 subscribers, so I very much appreciate your help. Alright guys, I am here at the HollywoodReporter.com. And this is unbelievable. I find this hard to believe, but I'm willing to give it a try. It says Bob Chapek, the current CEO of Disney, says memo to staff, Disney has 3 strategic pillars moving forward. The CEO says he will hold new monthly meetings with creative leaders. Right? And I'm not going to read everything, but I already went through the article. But these 3 pillars, okay, these 3 strategic pillars is kind of a joke, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad that they're talking about it. Okay, so let's see what they say. So they're saying, I believe our mission for this year is clearly set. It's clear. Set the stage for our 2nd century and ensure Disney's next 100 years are as successful as our first. Chapek wrote in the memo before outlining the pillars. You know, it's funny because yes, Disney is 100 years old. The Disney company is 100 years old. It was originally called Laugh-O-Grams. Okay, the Walt Disney, the man himself, in the 1920s and 1930s, he called it Laugh-O-Grams. Oh, Disney, man. By the way, you can watch the documentary. It's called Walt Before Disney, right? And it's a really good biography film. You get to see the real Walt Disney and all of that. And now, so the first pillar that they're talking about, he said the first pillar is storytelling excellence, which Chapek called the Disney magic in his memo. Storytelling and creative was Bob Iger's focus after he stepped down as CEO in 2020, and Chapek's memo makes it clear that he intends to be engaged in this process. I'm guessing that is why Bob Iger stepped down, because although he's CEO, whoever else was running Disney, they were going a different way with creativity, with the shows, with the the TV shows and everything that they were doing. So Bob Iger said, you know what, screw it. It's funny, both CEOs were called Bob. Bob. All right, so, and then the second pillar says innovation, which Chapek writes should leverage the company's franchise ecosystem. And I keep saying this. I always talk about this. Walt Disney pioneered animation. The Disney company inspired anime. If the Disney company did not exist, we probably wouldn't have the anime that we have now. Because of Osamu Tezuka took inspiration. And Osamu Tezuka is basically the Walt Disney of Japan, who basically kind of like pioneered the whole anime style with the big eyes and the hair, right? It's because of them. And then it says, since Steamboat Willie, we have been the world's foremost innovative storytellers, Chapek wrote, that must continue as technology evolves, giving our creative teams new canvases like the metaverse on which to paint. I don't like that he used metaverse in this example. I don't like it. Right? However, I do like how he mentions Steamboat Willie. That means he understands. He understands how the Disney company started, with the vision of Disney. And Disney, they always innovated. If you watch Pinocchio, the effects, the sound effects and visual effects in Pinocchio, that was revolutionary for its time in the 1940s. Right? It was crazy back then for those effects to be in Pinocchio. Very, very rare. You did not see that very often. Okay, so then the final pillar, it says, is a relentless focus on the audience and placing consumers as the company's North Star. Disney's evolving theoretical and streaming strategy appears to play a critical role in the area. Most recently, the company revealed that Pixar's Turning Red will go directly to Disney Plus. Okay, I haven't watched Turning Red, so I don't know. Or actually, I haven't heard of or seen the trailer. Finally, they said right now, their behavior tells us that our industry, the way they want to experience entertainment is changing and changing fast. Thanks to technology in the pandemic, Chapek writes, we must evolve with our audience, not work against them. And so we will put them at the center of every decision we make.
Whoa. Did you just understand me?
I hope he's not talking about the 15 people on Twitter that keep talking garbage. Okay? I hope he's talking about the majority of people that miss the traditional Disney, the good old storytelling Disney, right? And I understand that they have other properties. They own ESPN, they own Marvel, they own, I think, the X-Men series. They have a lot of Fox properties like Ice Age. I hope that they're not talking about the loud minority, right? Focus on storytelling. Good. So storytelling in the audience. And when they say storytelling, I really hope they're not talking about making woke TV shows, because hopefully they're looking at the data. Hopefully they're looking at the data and understand that shit is going down the drain. People don't like it. Okay? Very few people, mostly 80% of people hate that shit. So if they're only serving 20% of the people, then they're gonna lose money and they're gonna go out of business. Which honestly, nowadays, I've kind of become a masochist, where well, not a masochist. I want to see these companies go down the drain. I want to see woke companies just burn to fucking ashes. Okay? And I'm not the only one to feel this way. I mean, talk to It's a Gundam, talk to Neurotic, a whole bunch of other YouTubers. They feel the same way. It's like we almost don't care about these companies because of the same reason. So, is Disney turning a new leaf? It seems to me that Bob Chapek, this guy right here, the CEO, it seems to me that he's trying to change it. He's going to try and change. But are they going to make the complete change and go back to how they used to be in the 90s and the 2000s with their amazing storytelling that they used to have? Probably not 100%. Not 100%. Okay? Not 100%. And I think that they're still going to keep some of that wokeness there. It's just going to be very mild. It's noticeable, but mild. I think that's what they're going to do. And let's say finally a relentless focus on our audience. Let's see which audience they're talking about, because I don't completely believe them, especially since he mentioned the Metaverse. It says giving the creative teams new canvases like the Metaverse on which to paint. Okay, just really quick on the Metaverse. Look, the technology is just not there. Okay, the technology is just not as efficient and as fast and as reliable as we wish it would be. So that technology is probably like 10 years away, 20 years away. Who knows? Who knows? But it's being pushed so early, I think out of desperation. Anyways, so Disney turning on a new leaf with these decisions. I hope so. I mean, hey, I hope so. I miss the old Disney. Because honestly, nowadays, the new Disney is Pixar. Let's face it. The new Disney is Pixar, because Disney, they don't make animation anymore. I want Disney to go back to make really cool animation like they used to back in the 90s and the 80s. If they're not gonna put it out in theaters, at least put in the budget for Disney Plus. Then maybe I'll fucking subscribe. But until then, screw that shit. This is Andy Matrix, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit the notification bell. Like the video, comment below, and tell me what you think. And I'll see you in the next video. Godspeed.